What is up YouTube? Roger here with a video, old school video actually. I haven't done one in a while because I've not really had any interesting progress to update you on, but you can see clips in the background of my progress and random things that I've been doing while I talk about some stuff. The first thing I want to talk about is my prayer. I got 99 prayer last night, which is, I was surprised that it was my first 99. I was going to hold off until I got 99 RC. But I needed a skill to loaf whilst I do divination, so it's minimal XP waste, and I can't really runecraft efficiently on old school whilst I'm doing divination in the main game. So I decided that I would do prayer instead, and I'm going to do range next. I have the chins banked, so that will be the next one. I'm currently doing quests. I think I'm going to do a stream because the last stream I did, you guys seem to quite enjoy. I'm going to see if I can get some music or something for it to some royalty-free music. I'll do a stream. You can watch me do some quests or whatever at some point. Let me know what you think about that because you seem to quite enjoy the last one, but I don't know. It's up to you guys, I guess. And the next thing is a big thing actually, GodWars Dungeon. A lot of you are sort of I've seen opinions about it, like it's good, it's bad, blah blah blah. Personally, I think it's a very good thing for the future of old school. By the looks of things, it's going to go through, which is good. Like I'm really happy about that. A lot of people have complained, oh, it's not old school, blah blah blah. What my initial thought is that people are going to get bored of PKing whips and dark bows and DDSs and D-skims eventually, like the way I see it is it'll add some high level content to the game, some epic high level content, like, content that in the main game is still extremely active to this day. Like it is an epic piece of content, and I think it will be massively beneficial for the future for the future of old school. Actually, that'll give high level players something to kill. I'm personally looking forward to old school God Wars. Like I'm actually getting stats for it right now. I'm working on my range, so I have a good stat to do, and I have 99 prayer. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be awesome. Like, I think a lot of people are forgetting that not many people are going to have the money to buy these weapons, because they're going to be so ridiculously priced when they first come out, because they're going to be like epic. And the people that do get them as drops are going to want to sell them to the rich players, and the rich players are either going to want to PK with them or not PK with them. And if they PK with them, then I think for a while there's not going to be very many people PKing with them because they're going to be very expensive. But if they do, then it's a high chance that, well, not a high chance, but it's a chance at making a lot of money for other PKs. So that I think it's a very good thing, really. It benefits both communities, the PVM and the PvP community. So I'm very happy about it. And the skilling community will be able to sell sharks and brews and things like that. Something that actually is good and needs those things, because you don't really need brews for Calfight Queen, do you? Okay, so some of the things that are being voted on. Server drop messages. Let me know what you guys think of these things in the comments and what you voted for. If you haven't voted, I'll put a link in the description so you can go vote. Server drop messages. I think this is a good thing. It stops people from being scammed. Obviously, there's no loot share system in old school. I don't really want a loot share system because it would need a G, and I don't really want a G because that would take away from the old school feel. I think FFA is the way to go, and old school drop message. The drop messages would be good to stop people being scammed. I think it's a bit sad that people scam anyway, but it's not a negative thing in any way. Boss rooms being entrances only, I think that's a good thing as well. It's just sort of what everyone knows it as, which I think is why that's been voted for to pass, and that's a good thing too. AGS Special bar, there is a poll option to whether or not it is 60% special bar or 50 when you do the special. Currently it's 50. They are asking if people want to make it 60. I don't think it would be bad either way. Yes, it's kind of powerful, but you've got to remember the DDS specials. I mean, it only goes as far as to looking at a PK video to see some gruesome DDS specials being pulled out, like 48 DDS specials or whatever the hell it is. That's crazy. That's like max life points in one special. So I mean it's not that bad, but I wouldn't really disagree either way. But also you've got to remember that that item is going to be very, very valuable, and it's going to give boss killers something that's, it's going to be worth doing, basically. The dragon shards for dragon boots, they want to bring in shards of dragon that you put on rune boots to make dragon boots so that rune boots don't get devalued. I think it's a good thing because low levels people who are 80 Slayer want to kill Necreals for rune boots, but then again, it's only 3 more levels to get dragon boots. So I'm not necessarily sure. I think they should make the drop rate of D boots a bit rarer than they were because they were extremely common when GodWars came out, and they have been for a long time. So I would like to see them have a decent value and stay a decent value. So hopefully they'll decrease the drop rate a little bit, but I'm not really fussed either way. The Damned Amulet, the Amulet of the Damned, which increases Barrows, I don't really want to see that come into the game. I think it would devalue GodWars armor because Barrows would be more, more wanted. Obviously, Barrows is going to drop a bit, but I don't think it's going to drop too much because GodWars armor isn't going to be accessible to everybody straight away, whereas Barrows basically is. And I think it'll maintain a good price for a long time. So I don't think that is necessarily a problem. But I don't really want to see GodWars items devalued, especially considering how hard the bosses are going to be with no summoning and things like that. Sorry. The Staff of Light and the Armadyl Crossbow. Currently, the Staff of Light is passing on 78% and the crossbow is at 73%. Bear in mind, these only go through if they're at 75% or more. I don't really have a problem with them. I think it's nice that they're trying to balance the combat triangle, but I don't know what's going to happen if one of them goes through and the other doesn't, if they'll just not do either of them or do them both. I think they'll probably not do either of them if they were going to do one of the two, but I don't know. Like it's a bad thing in a way, but it's also a good thing. I don't know. I'm sort of on the edge about them, but I hope if one of them doesn't go through, then they won't do either of them because the combat style that doesn't go through, currently it's the range one with the Armadyl Crossbow, is going to be extremely neglected, and I don't think that's necessarily a good thing. So I'd rather have none than both because that way only melee is superior. And finally, I want to mention Mod Slayer. Mod Slayer has joined Twitter. She's actually been a friend of mine for a long, long time. And I would like to show you one of her tweets. She tweeted, "What is up, guys? Rog, Dard, Slayer here," which I thought was pretty funny. It's sort of a reference to mine and Darden's intros to our videos, which is pretty cool. That's really nice of her to do that. But yeah, she needs followers. So if you want to go and follow her, bottom link in the description, and on my Twitter will also be in the description as well, so go follow me. And yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.